Hey riders, I know y'all seen me post it. I posted quite a few times. I'm about to post it again. Sit with the women who winning. The conversation is different. I mean that. Why I say that and why I post that all the time, I post that, it's because when you sit around a bunch of people that's working on something and you working on something, it's like you feel inspired. You feel like, you get an idea. You listen to somebody else talk, it might put something in your head to get you sparked to the next step that you was trying to get to on your journey. You just want to be around positivity and people that's winning. You don't want to be around a bunch of negative nonsense and a bunch of it blocks you. It stops your growth. 2 weeks ago, this group of women, I drove them 2 weeks ago, and I was just so excited by the conversation that we had on the way back. Everything was empowerment. We started working on something. One of the ladies was like, she never rode with us before, and she was like, this is the type of conversations that I want to have. She was like, as opposed to whatever, I ain't even gonna get into that, but she was so excited to be in, we basically talk business and different things you could do the whole way back, and it was kind of empowering. And then some of those women are back today, so usually going up, everybody kind of sleeps, but I know that they already started asking a couple of questions, so I know that going back, the conversation is going to be, really uplifting. I'm excited for that. There's a couple of things that I want to touch on, because coming out of this tax season, there's a couple of things I just want to touch on for everybody, because I've been seeing it often, and we want to set ourselves up for the best possible way to get success. Yes, when you starting a business and you learning how to do, what should I do, how should I do it, what should I start, how to make it legit, what paper I gotta file, it kind of get overwhelming and confusing. I just want to say this: it's 2021. We all grown. We need to stop with the sole proprietorships. Like, it's ridiculous now. A sole proprietorship is not a legal entity. A sole proprietorship will get you write-offs or whatever on your taxes. It'll get you an EIN number, but what you're basically doing is saying, I don't want to use my social, so I'm gonna make up a name, attach this EIN number to it, and I'm gonna use the EIN number instead of using my social. It's like an AKA for your social. You're not a business if you use a sole proprietorship. You do get certain advantages when you, not even advantages, it's just a way for you to be able to show, like, that's for people that I got a side business, or I gotta, but if you setting yourself up for success straight out the gate, you need to open a legal entity. Sole proprietorship will get you a SBA loan if that's the way you trying to go, or it'll get you where you want to write some stuff off on your taxes or whatever the case may be, and have them come at you later for the SBA loan too, depending on if you legit or if you ain't, but whatever. But that bag, and I keep telling y'all, that bag that we chasing is in the bank. And that bank bag, they don't want to see no sole proprietorships. They want to see legal entities. They want to see LLCs. They want to see corporations. That's what they want to see. You can open up a business account with a sole proprietorship. You sure can. But when you go in there and say, oh, I want to get a business credit card, the first thing they're going to ask you, what's your business structure? And you're going to say, oh, I'm a sole proprietorship. And they're going to say, we don't offer business credit cards for sole proprietorships. You will have to get a personal card. The way you structure your business out the gate has a huge impact on how you do business, what kind of funding you qualify for. And we all need funding. I'm not the funding expert. I'm not the funding guru. I tell you that all the time. But I do know that when you walk in the bank, there's a way your business needs to be structured. That's where our other business comes in. Why Not Solutions? And yes, you can go, you know, I had somebody, I did a consultation or whatever, and they was like, oh, well, a lot of times, because people try to pick your brain, then they want to go, you know, open something themselves or do whatever. I'm all with that. Try, see what happens, whatever the case may be. You can use LegalZoom. You could do it yourself. You could do whatever and open up a business. Anybody could do that. But it's all about the difference. First of all, I could tell you the difference from us in a company like LegalZoom or the other companies out there. You gonna call them and say, oh, I want to open up a business. They're gonna say, okay, we charge whatever this is plus the fee, and all they're gonna do is open up the business. They're not gonna lead you in any direction. They're not gonna tell you how your business should be structured based on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to get to, what you're trying to whatever. I keep telling everybody all the time, for tax purposes, your business needs to be structured the right way. For tax purposes, I had a girl this time around, like, was flipping. Oh, what do you mean you want me to pay taxes? Yes, I want you to show that you owe taxes on your business. Why? I want a refund. I want my stimulus check. I want a refund. What I try to explain to everybody is, in order to get, even if in your personal life, in order to get a large tax return, you are writing off things. To write them off is lowering your income. I want everybody, when you file your taxes, or whoever file your taxes, the people at H&R Block, they file your taxes, whatever. You give them your W-2, right? And your W-2 says you made a certain amount of money per year, right? By the time you tell them, oh, I'm claiming Pookie, Ray, June, take off for my mother, her sister, I'm claiming all these people, then I got a business, and I got a business expense because I had to pay for this and pay for that and pay for that. And by the time you do all these deductions, you just lowered the amount of income that you made for the year. So now, if you go to buy a house, they gonna go by your tax return and they gonna see, oh, you lowered the amount of money that you made. Let me turn this off. That's one of the Wi-Fi things. It ain't bad. I mean, it need to be charged. They gonna see that you lowered your amount of income. There's a line on the tax return, solely what they looking for, to see the amount that you claimed on your tax return. Certain cards, certain business lines or whatever, they want to see that your business made money. This is why I'm gonna tell everybody this too. Stop using Cash App. If you are a business, stop having people, oh, I'm a Cash App you. Oh, I'm a Cash App you. That's not how you do this, because the banks, they want to see revenue. First of all, you need to be keeping at least some type of detailed records of transactions that you got going in and out. You really should be sending people invoices or sending whatever and letting them pay for something, even if it's you braid hair and you having, you know, people book online and they you know, making their payments or whatever online, because at least you got a trail to follow. Now from that, I can pull and create the financial statements that I need to submit with your tax returns. Stop using Cash App. Cash App has no value to, first of all, and if everybody running to go, I'm gonna get a business Cash App, they take out too many fees. I don't mess with that. I'm gonna tell you, we do accept Cash App payments, but I'm gonna tell you how. They take out too many fees. Then if you sending, if you doing it personal, guess what? That's personal. That's not your business. I know you see it all the time. We accept Cash App. But if you go look at our website, it says specifically in the website, if you're going to pay using Cash App, you use the Cash App card. Like on the app, it gives you a card. Use those card numbers when you're completing your checkout. Reason being is the bank wants to see transactions. They want to see that you're making money. They want to see that. You can't be in business and then hiding all the money through Cash App and then walk at the bank and talk about, I need a business loan for $300,000 because I'm about to do whatever. They gonna look at your, well, how much money did you make? Why would we give you anything and you ain't make no money? Oh, well, I had everybody send it to me through the Cash App. No. There are certain banks that participate in Zelle that will allow you to Zelle a business account. One of the reasons why we accept Zelle. But other than that, as a business, you should be sending people some type of invoice, some type of statement, some type of whatever, accepting money into a business bank account. A business bank account. Not, oh, my personal bank account, into a business bank account. You want to have your expenses come out of that account as well. But you don't want to have, I'm texting JoJo to tell him that he owes $75 for the custom sneakers I just made, and you gotta send me the money through Zelle to my personal account. No. And then at the end of the year, you want me to pull up receipts and make up stuff out the air to show that you made money or you didn't make money or you whatever based on, no. One of the things that I tell everybody to do is get some type of like merchant something, some type of either one of the merchants things where you can send a link. Like sometimes people, they can't go on the website, sometimes it's quick, it's rushing, it's the last minute, people whatever they can't go on the website and make a reservation real quick, it's the last minute picking up whatever. I could send them a payment link. Click on the link, put your card number in, accept Apple Pay, Google Pay, and make your payment. Because now when I go to pull financial statements to show to the bank, I have all my transactions recorded. And when I go to file taxes, I'm going to pay taxes. Why? Because the little bit amount, the amount of taxes that I will owe compared to the amount of funding that I can get from the bank is enough to take care of whatever I owed in taxes plus more. This is the, it's not new. The other folks been doing this for a very long time. We just starting to catch on with it, because like I said, ain't no, listen, y'all say what y'all want to say and I give it to the young people. Y'all go ahead, it's y'all turn. Ain't no money in that street how it was in the street when it was in the street. Like, that money is in the bank. Why you think it's 17 banks on every corner? The money is in the bank. I'm gonna tell you another reason why I don't like using all that Cash App and this and that back and forth. Let me tell you something. Or even Zelle. If you ever notice with Zelle, sometimes Zelle will tell you, oh, you know you got Zelle, and you know you done Zelle people before, but then when you go to Zelle this person, Zelle will tell you, oh, they can't find them on Zelle, or they'll tell that person they can't find you on Zelle. Let me tell you why Zelle is free to send money back and forth. Zelle is free to send money back and forth because all of those banks that are associated with Zelle are in the same network. So they made an agreement. Yeah, we'll move money back and forth between each other. Fine. There's a list of banks that are in Zelle's network. So now, if your bank is not in Zelle's network, I could give you an example of one for right now. Let's say MCU is definitely not in Zelle's network. TD is in. If you can Zelle somebody from inside your banking app, that bank is in Zelle's network. If you have to use Zelle's app to Zelle somebody, your bank is not in Zelle's network. So now what happens is, let's say you got MCU, you can Zelle somebody that got TD Bank because TD Bank is in their network. But let's say you got MCU and you want to Zelle another account that's not in their network. That's when you get that error. You know why? Because they don't want to pay the fee. Moving money back and forth, y'all think, why y'all think it's so easy for them to catch all this unemployment or whatever? They make it real easy. Real easy. Press the button, move the money back and forth. You leaving a paper trail. So the networks, it's an exchange that moves money back and forth. This goes into financing. Into one of the jobs I had years ago. That's how I know this. The networks charge the banks for moving money back and forth. Just like with Cash App. They charge them to move the money back and forth. That's why Cash App charge you. And you're not getting no benefit out of it. All you doing is giving Cash App money. Even if you had an account where you were sending people invoices through, like, you know, a payment account, a merchant account, right? And you sending them a merchant account, they charge you to use it. But the benefit of that is at the end of the year, you can run financial statements that shows income to your business. You can't do that with Cash App. So yeah, everybody needs to open up a business. Now, your business structure, again, you could go to one of them people, call them up and say, hey, I want to open up a business. They say, okay, pay $2 and we gonna open the business for you. And then you could be stuck because you ain't gonna know which way to go, how to go. Then tax time comes, you're gonna write off a bunch of everything. But what you don't realize is, if you open it, and I keep going back to the same thing over and over again, if you do not open up a business with the proper structure, and it's another thing, here goes sole proprietors. I'm gonna let y'all know something. A sole proprietor, when you file your taxes, you filing that 1040, you filing that Schedule C that go right along with it, right? You don't realize you're being taxed twice. So even though you're writing off a bunch of stuff, all you're doing is lowering your income, because the money that you technically getting back was money that they taxed you on twice anyway. Like, you're not even realizing that. That's why they have you file it with your personal taxes. You're being taxed as a person, and you're being taxed as a disregarded entity, because that's what they consider it. A sole proprietorship is a disregarded entity. A single member LLC is also a disregarded entity. It's like saying your foot is in the door. You a company, but we know it's just you, so we gonna tax you the same way we tax sole proprietorships. That's why you have to write off a bunch of stuff for it to make sense, because you're being taxed twice. So if you go on to somebody to open up a business, or you trying to open it up on your own, and you don't know how to structure your business the proper way, you're gonna want to pay. And then get it, it's a learning curve. When you first doing something, you don't know how to do it, you want to do it, whatever you want, I'm gonna do it myself, and you learn. What else I wanted to talk to y'all about? Oh, I know everybody been listening to the whole the rent program starting June 1st and all that, whatever. But what nobody else is looking at when you go to that page is that there's also a brand new 600 million, a billion, whatever it say, program that Cuomo is starting for small businesses. This go back to what I said a long time ago about how they flood the economy and restart the economy and all that other stuff. And why are they starting to take applications on June 1st, do you ask? Because the way financials work for most of the financial world, all about, and that's another selection you make when you open your business, how you want to choose your financial year. You can use a calendar year, or you can use a fiscal year. A fiscal year is a financial year. The fiscal year starts on July 1st and it ends June 30th. So that means all the budgets, everything they get for the budget, you know how budgets go. If they don't spend the money, they don't get it the next year. So the fiscal year starts July 1st. So that's when they allowed to tap back into all that new money, all that new funding starts July 1st. So they want all of y'all to hurry up, run, go fill out your applications, this and that, so that they can start giving out that money on July 1st. Let me tell you something else to that. I told y'all this too. A long time ago, I watched this video. I'm gonna post it. When it talks about credit and different things like that. When it comes to credit, you the horse. Why they want to give you the money? Think about it. Why they want to have a program where they say, okay, everybody, you think, oh, it's just because of the COVID, they want to forgive everything. They want everybody to fill out the rent, and they wanted this and they wanted that. No. They want to tap into the program and give you $5 so they can have 20. That's how the government works. That's how the programs work. So, same thing with businesses. With all that business funding that's going out, don't think, they just giving it. No, they restarting the economy. That's how that works. So everybody needs to start, and when you filling out your rent, whatever application, you need to also go on there and fill out an application for some of that business funding that they about to start giving out from New York State. Why do you think that's why everybody was running all scrambling to get the people? Why you think, first of all, the SBA does that anyway. They give the money out to organizations for organizations to distribute it. It's always been done like that. Before pandemic, before PPP loan, the SBA's always done that. And the SBA loan is notorious for being the hardest loan to get. It's always been that way. So now, with the pandemic, in the beginning, when everything started, they was all, give everybody this, give everybody that. Oh, they filled out the application, give them this, give them that. Y'all don't realize that if that is the government, if they spin the block 5 years from now, they still gonna catch. They got people going out to make sure, is this a legitimate business? They got funded. What did they do with the fund? What did they? And then see, here go the other thing too. Everybody who got PPP loans in that first round of funding or the first whatever, y'all don't realize that they was waiting to see what you gonna file on your 2020 taxes. So if you got a PPP loan and then file taxes, and whoever had whatever. Now listen, if you legitimately had a business, you entitled to whatever this government gonna give you, because that's yours and that's your money. But just know, they coming back for their money. Now, I just want y'all to know that. But whatever, we want to talk about something else. Another thing with business is that when you have a business, you should be having your business expenses on business credit cards. You should be purchasing vehicles, let's say for your business, through your business and not your personal. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. And then this all go back to your taxes too, and you can see how everything is related. So let's say you wrote a bunch of stuff off on your taxes, so now you just load your income for the year, right? Then you go buy, let's say your credit good, so you could go buy you could go put down payments on 3 vehicles and have 3 vehicles in your name, right? Then you got 2 credit cards, you spending on your credit cards, so now your credit cards is, you done ran up your credit cards. You're making the payments on time, but your credit cards got high balances, right? Now this program come out that say, they gonna give everybody houses, or you gotta just take this certificate, you're gonna get a house, right? And you go try to qualify for this house. You just lowered all of your income down to, let's say, a third, so let's say you made 100,000, you wrote off 50 of it, you wrote off 30, so now it shows you only made 70,000 a year, right? Now on top of that 70,000, you got 3 car notes, because everything on your credit report, that's why you think they put your credit report, because they want to see everything that's on your credit report. So if your credit report shows you got a car note for $400, you got another car note $500, you got another car note, I know people got car notes $800. Whew. With high interest rates, because you're not even touching the principal, you just paying interest. Now they make a calculation, right, to show how much house you can afford or how much of a loan you can afford. So now if you just lowered your income and they do this calculation, they're going to calculate all those monthly expenses that you have that come up on your credit report, and they're going to say, you technically you only make $5,000 in a month, but you got $4,500 in expenses every month with all these bills and credit cards and all this other stuff. No, we can't give you no house. See, they don't care about that when you go to get an apartment. They don't even, They don't even calculate what's on your credit report. But you trying to buy a house? Oh no, we can't give you no house. Oh, you trying to get another credit? Oh no, we can't give you another credit card. You don't have no disposable income. You don't spend all your money is going to bills. They don't care about somebody else lie to you. They don't care about your boo giving you. They don't care. Oh no, on paper. On paper, you done wrote all this stuff off. You go to get a credit. Oh no, we can't give you another credit card. So yeah, in the beginning, when your business is new, yeah, you use your personal, you use whatever. But as you learn how to do whatever, you start moving your expenses over from your personal to your business. So that way, first of all, to even get funding with your business, your personal credit gotta be in the correct way, in the correct shape. And if you got a whole bunch of stuff sitting on there, that ain't gonna work. So that's what you need to do. You have to learn how to move that over. So everybody it's easy to say, oh, you know, whatever. And I just want to change everybody's mindset. Like, you know, start thinking a different way. Start running your life as a business. Your life is a business. Your life as a business, it should be ran as such. It don't mean write off everything. It don't mean whatever, but just start, open up a legitimate entity. Why not Solutions? We can help you with that. That's what you want to do. Whatever, we could do that. But start thinking about all your transactions as business. When you have a business, you can even have a business Amazon account. Y'all buying all this stuff over Amazon every 20 minutes. You can have a business Amazon account. And all these things will help you in the long run. Let's see. Did I touch on everything? Yeah. I sure did. Going back to what I said, sit with the women who winning. I never want to be the smartest person in the room. I never want to be the one. I always want to be around people that I'm learning. Where we all helping each other, where we all working. Everybody come. My father used to say, you know, back in the days, the old school tubs had legs. My father used to say, every tub got to stand on its own legs. Back when I met my husband, around the time, so I asked him. I used to ask everybody, what's your function? Like, everybody got to have a function. Everybody got to bring something to the table. Your function can't be, oh, my bad bitch. No. Like, let's start leaning on each other. What's that, Jay-Z? Everybody be each other's crutches. Like, you got to start elevating your mindset, you know? Like, it's so many opportunities out here, and we can't keep saying, oh, you know, of course, there's racism and people getting killed just because of all of that. But we can't use that as an excuse. We get mad when they say, oh, they gentrifying the neighborhoods. You know why they gentrifying the neighborhoods? Because the people that they gentrifying the neighborhoods to is the people that pay their bills. Like, you understand what I'm saying? We got to start helping each other and uplifting each other. And a lot of times, people go through stuff and we do whatever is because we don't know. So you got to be around the people who know. As a little kid, they be playing cards and doing this. I stayed emptying the ashtrays because I want to know. I stayed pouring the liquor into all of the different cups and getting a new deck of cards because I want to know. I want to know what's going on. I don't even watch TV actually. But when I wasn't just watching love and hip hop and this and that. I'm watching the financial reports. Everybody running around cryptocurrency. If you ask somebody right now what it actually meant, they don't even know. They don't even know when everybody was running around somebody, they buying shares off a Cash App. No, you buying a piece of a share. Because you don't know. And there's nothing to be ashamed about. You just don't know. So you need to find out. And you need to be around them. Just 20 minutes a day. Just turn the TV, CNN, the financial report. Just turn 5 minutes. Enlighten your brain. It's more to whatever than. Matter of fact, y'all want to get to all these Bugattis and all this other stuff, and y'all want all this stuff. Well, y'all think you gotta get to it, and it don't happen overnight. So let's elevate our minds, and let's all sit with the women who winning. Cause trust me, the conversation is different.